Welcome, Rebels, to our second episode of Yin. So whether this is your first time practicing yoga, or you practice yoga regularly, or maybe you just drop in and out when you're feeling that need to get extra kind of loose and relaxed in your body, we welcome you here. So all you need today for your practice is a mat, or maybe practice on a towel. You can bring in a pillow or a blanket, any kind of cozy materials that you might like for this relaxing practice that we're about to embark on. And then also, if you happen to have blocks, those can help. If you do not have blocks, you are welcome to use books. And of course, water is always good. So for today's Yin practice, we're going to begin stretching our legs out long, rolling the shoulders up and back, pressing the shoulder blades gently against the wall if you happen to have that space. If not, just sit up nice and tall, gentle engagement of the core, close the eyes down, and take just a few rounds of natural breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, in through the nose and out through the nose. 3 more rounds of breath here, settling into the body, knowing that you have already done the hardest part. You're taking time for yourself today, no matter what your busy schedule looks like, whether you're doing this practice early in the morning or right before you go to bed, or you've decided to really focus on self-care this semester and you're taking a break, which is always lovely in the middle of the day. So 3 more rounds of breath, breathing in and out, letting those shoulder blades melt down, shoulders away from the ears, nice tall spine, breathing in and out. 1 more round, breathing in and out. Coming into our first posture, we're going to take an inhale breath, keeping the legs stretched long. We're going to take that pillow, if that's available to you, maybe fold it up a little bit using your blanket. A lot of times when you're new to using these props, if you have them, you just wonder, what am I supposed to use this for? And the answer is whatever makes you feel good today in your body. So if the ground where you're practicing feels a little cold, or you just need a little bit of separation between yourself and the earth, you want to get cozied in, then just go ahead and use that blanket. You can also use extra blankets if you want, and sit up just to kind of prop you up a little bit, elevate you. Hopefully, as we elevate the body, we're elevating the mood. That's why we're here, right? We're here because we know that it's important to take care of ourselves. And taking a big round of breath here, a big inhale. We're going to exhale, slowly begin to forward fold, letting it all go here, breathing in and out. Palms face down to ground ourselves into the mat, breathing in. Feeling the expansion of the lungs and out. Another inhale, feeling the rise of the lungs. Gently making contact with the pillow or the thighs. And then as you exhale, slowly begin to separate the feet just a little bit, making a nice small V, releasing the hips. And as you exhale, see if you can sink down just a little bit more.
melting your heart into that pillow, melting your heart over into your thighs, breathing in and out. Three more rounds of breath here, stick with it. As we move a little bit more into this posture and into this practice, I offer you the intention of transformation. Then inhale, slowly rise up.
You can keep the eyes closed if that feels good to you. Getting settled in for another posture, keeping in mind that in yin, we move very slowly and gently. It's a counter practice to a faster paced vinyasa, which tends to work more on strengthening the body, whereas in yin, we're working on lengthening and making that connection between our mind and body, really stretching things out. So as we slowly inhale, we're going to get ourselves set up, placing the soles of the feet down into the mat, using that blanket again underneath the hips. You could also drape that blanket over you if you're feeling chilly, or if you just are having that kind of day where you want to just kind of bring it all in and feel that safety and that support. We're going to gently place a block in between the knees. We're going to place another block right in between our shoulder blades. And then, what do I do with the pillow? You could place that pillow on top of the block. And again, all of these things are options. This is about you just getting settled in and focusing on the breath. And then slowly lower it all the way down into our supported bridge pose. Feeling the soles of the feet pressing into the mat. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest as you breathe in and out. Coming back to that intention of transformation. So as you embark on a new semester, thinking about how you want to transform yourselves, mind and body. Continuing to breathe, placing and pressing the palms down actively, feeling the support of the earth from your feet, your hips, your back. 5 more rounds of breath here. Oftentimes when we're sitting in these poses for longer times, that tends to make our mind wander a little bit more. So every time we can come back to that breath, that deep belly breathing, dropping the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, opening the throat up a little bit more, opening up this beautiful heart space, this beautiful mind space. When we can get control of that breath, and we can steady the breath, everything else seems to come into focus a little bit more. 2 more rounds of breath here, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. It's always good to take a couple extra rounds of breath. Keeping the block in between the knees. We're going to inhale and slowly roll over onto our left side. remove that second block, still using the pillow is an option. The blanket can stay underneath the hips, or maybe we want to get nice and cozy and extend that blanket out. Getting warm, creating this nice shelter and safe space for yourself. Knowing that here on the mat, this is your time with yourself. Breathing in again, noticing the difference as we move from the back onto the left side. Breathing in, feeling the support of the earth on that left side. Breathing out. This is another place where you could keep the eyes closed down if that feels good to you. Expanding the lungs, expanding your mind, expanding your heart space, and then slowly as you exhale, breathing out any of those thoughts or feelings that no longer serve you, any of those things that you just need to let go of. Let them go here on the mat. Taking 3 more rounds of breath here, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. In this pose, if I know that I'm going to have a busy day or I'm winding down, and I've had a lot of interaction with people, a lot of times I'll choose to just wrap my arms around myself. So anytime you can make that connection and really feel yourself breathing, that's reminding ourselves that we're full of life, we're full of power and energy that we give to all of these other people around us. 2 more rounds of breath here, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Wonderful job. For those of you who are watching, you're going to go ahead and slowly roll, keeping those eyes shut down, all the way over to the right side. Getting settled into the right side. And I'm just going to flip over here. So getting settled into that nice fetal position on the right. A lot of times when we change those levels, even if it's from one side to the other, that can bring things up, that can stir up thoughts or feelings. So come back to that idea of transforming. It's a new semester. Maybe it's your very first semester at UNLV. Maybe you're halfway through your studies. Maybe you're graduating this spring, which is very exciting. Congratulations. But no matter where you are on your journey, think about how you can transform yourself. And getting a little bit cozied in here, taking the shoulders away from the ears, tongue away from the roof of the mouth, closing the eyes, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. 3 more rounds of breath here. Maybe you hug in again, breathing in and out. Holding it here. 1 more really big inhale. Exhale, letting it go. And then inhaling, releasing that block from in between the knees, setting it aside. Another option, if you like, is to use a pillow in between your knees. We're slowly over onto our bellies. Placing the palms close in to the rib cage. We're gonna inhale up, just gently coming into a baby cobra. And then we're gently going to bend the right elbow, propping ourselves up, and then gently take the left hand and reach back for the left foot. So doing a nice counter pose, little back bend here, also a nice quadricep stretch. If you would like, you can prop yourself up on a pillow. Taking a little inhale here. And then you can always slowly exhale, keeping the forearm bent, or you can extend the right arm out. Pressing the top of the right foot gently into the mat, breathing in and out. Being gentle with yourselves, don't feel the need to yank your heel really close. It's just a gentle quadricep stretch, gentle back bend here. Just one more round of breath, breathing in and out. Slowly release the left leg. Rearranging ourselves. Again, doing what you would like with that blanket. We're gonna bend the left forearm in, propping ourselves up, coming into that nice little back bend, placing the right hand so that it intersects. It's gonna kind of look like this on the mat. It's intersecting with the left. Inhale, pressing ourselves up. Fantastic job. And then exhale, gently reach the right hand back for the right leg. If grabbing the leg isn't available to you, just reach the arm back and place it gently on the back of the thigh and bend the knee. You're still getting a really amazing stretch and a back bend. So doing whatever speaks to you today in your body. Inhale, lift up through that left forearm, and then exhale, slowly let it go. Coming back to that cozy position on the pillow. You can extend the left arm out if that feels good to you, sinking in. We're here for 3 breaths. Awesome job. Thinking about that idea again of transforming. Breathing in. Breathing out. Feeling that heartbeat against the mat. Feeling that life force. That beauty and the energy you bring to everybody around you. Breathing in again. And out. Breathing in. And out. One more for good measure. Inhale. And exhale, really let it go. Maybe open up the mouth and just sigh it all out. Letting it go here on the mat. And then slowly, speaking of letting go, let that right foot go. Slide both hands to frame the chest. Inhale up, baby cobra. Just a tiny little back bend here. Look in front. One breath in. And then exhale, open the mouth side up. One more in. And then slowly lower down. All the way down, all the way down. And then using your arms or the pillow for support, we're gonna gently extend the right leg long, and we're gonna inhale, slide that left thigh. Sides are fun when you're teaching yoga. You're gonna gently slide that left knee out so that it's coming into a nice 90-degree angle. And then you're gonna gently lower down using the pillow or your forearms, feeling that rise and fall
of your chest, of your belly against the mat, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Keep focusing on the breath. 2 more rounds here, finding some stillness, letting that heart melt down. And then keeping the forehead gently placed on the blanket or the forearms. Gently slide the left knee back to meet the right. Rock and roll your hips back and forth. Just releasing any tension that might be building up in that low back. And then we're going to inhale, gently extend the left leg long, and then slide the right knee out, coming into a 90-degree angle. Half frog on the right. Top of the left foot pressing just ever so gently into the mat. Big inhale here. And then exhale, let it all go. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. One more. You're doing a fantastic job. Try to keep your focus on the breath. Keep the focus on that idea of transforming. Breathing in one more time. And then exhale, sigh it out. Open the mouth. Let it go. That stale energy, those stale thoughts, anything that no longer serves you, gently sliding the right knee over to meet the left, rocking the hips back and forth from side to side. And then inhale, pressing those palms gently by the rib cage. We're going to inhale, slowly peel ourselves off the mat, coming into just a quick transition of a tabletop. You might also just choose to roll over onto your back if that feels good to you. Coming into one more set of poses before everybody's favorite, Savasana, resting pose. And as we continue to wind down the practice, you are always welcome to take any of these shapes or poses for longer periods of time. Or if you don't have half an hour, you can also condense some of these poses. Or as you continue to practice more, which I highly encourage you to do, maybe you just pick and choose the poses that work best for you. So gently removing that pillow. You might want to place it underneath your hips for this next pose for some extra support, or use the blanket, whatever seems to be speaking to you. You're going to gently root the right foot down and then pressing the palms actively in. I'm going to just use this blanket. Also feels nice sometimes to just press or place a blanket on top of you to feel that weight and that support. We're going to gently inhale that left leg up high, and then we're going to exhale, slowly place the left ankle over the right knee. Palms pressing down, shoulder blades melting, tongue away from the roof of the mouth. We're here for 5 breaths, breathing in, breathing out. How deeply can you breathe? Reconnect with yourself. Reconnect with the breath and that intention of transformation. Breathing in, still in these poses can be so challenging, but there's such a tremendous benefit to just slowing it down in a world where we're ever so busy. Breathing in again, and out. One more for good measure. Inhale, and exhale. Gently extend the left leg up, being very fluid with the movements. Bring the sole of the left foot down. Inhale the right leg up high. Being ever so gentle with yourselves, crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Resituating yourselves. Maybe scooch those shoulders a little bit further away down from the ears. Resituate on that pillow, blanket, and then let's breathe in again. And out. Opening up the throat a little bit more. Bringing in that love, bringing in that energy. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more breaths. Try to keep everything else still and only focus on the breath. One more round. Inhale, extend that right leg up high. Exhale, slowly bring the right leg down. Extend the left leg out. You might want to keep the pillow here, or maybe place it behind your head. Coming into our final resting posture of Savasana. Getting cozy. Extending that blanket out. You've got it. And for our final resting posture, really taking up all of that space. This is your time. This is your sacred space. Here on this mat, you are safe. You are supported. Settling in here to feel extra connected with yourselves. You may choose to place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, feeling that rise and fall. And take rest, knowing that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, right here, right now. You may choose to stay in this final resting posture as long as you would like, and to gently come out of it. If your time to practice is complete for the day, roll over onto that right side using your arm as a pillow, taking 2 rounds of cleansing breath, breathing in and out, breathing in and out, gently pressing yourselves up into a seated position, sitting up nice and tall, getting cozy one more time, knowing that you can always come back to this mat, to this space, when you need to take extra special care of yourselves, when you need to remind yourselves that you can do anything, and that any day, any moment, sometimes just one breath in and one breath out is the opportunity for you to transform into an even more beautiful person than you already are.
Taking one more big breath in, bring your hands to heart center. And exhaling, bowing to seal the practice. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy. Remember to be excellent to yourselves and excellent to each other. Thank you.